What do you do when your YouTube channel becomes so hated that even changing the name can't save you?
Bimot, Bimot, come and dance with Bimot.
Right, so let me tell you a story about one of the most spectacularly failed comebacks in YouTube history. This is the tale of Bimo, or should I say Bimot, or perhaps both? Honestly, even working that out is part of the problem.
Look! I can do it myself.
So, why has Bimo started a new secret channel? Is Bimot better than the OG Bimo? And is anybody in the world actually watching? Let's find out. Part 1. The death of Bimo. You might remember Bimo. Between July and August, this channel was genuinely pulling numbers.
Let's count them together, 1 to 3.
Shorts regularly smashing past 100,000 views, full videos comfortably landing tens of thousands.
It's all the ball's fault.
People were actually watching. But they were watching because they were angry about it. Bimo became rage bait gold. Wikitubia flatly describes the series as AI-generated children's content that has garnered a bad reputation for using AI animation, voices, and music. Videos made by YouTubers like myself and Glider Guy gained hundreds of thousands of views, and to say those videos about Bimo were not positive is certainly an understatement. More people were watching content telling them not to watch Bimo than were actually watching Bimo content. For a while, the negative attention Bimo gained helped to propel the channel onto people's recommendations feeds. The algorithm cares not whether you watched out of hate or love, it cares only that y'all clicked. But soon people stopped clicking as we all collectively ran out of things to say. Us commentary channels, we made our videos. The Reddit threads ran their course. Parents who were worried, well, they'd probably already blocked the channel. And the people who were hate watching, they'd already moved on to the next thing to be outraged about. Eventually, people stopped being angry and started being, well, bored. So what happened to those glorious summer numbers? As you can see on Bimo's channel page, the creator is uploading videos on an almost daily basis, using both shorts and long-form content. But the views are low, and even more worryingly, Bimo doesn't gain subscribers anymore. Whereas they gained 10k subscribers alone in the month of August, fast forward to December and Bimo gained only 100. That represents a staggering 99% drop in gains of subs. The videos are uninteresting and dull, so it's no surprise that they're pulling in view counts in merely the low thousands. Snipe that subscribe button if you're enjoying the video so far. Thank you. For a channel with over 26,000 subscribers, those are numbers of a character people vaguely recognise but don't actively care about anymore. The rage baiters got bored. The actual Bimo stands never existed, so what's left is just an empty husk of a channel that means nothing. When you're a creator staring at those numbers, stagnant subscribers, declining views, a brief moment of viral infamy that's already evaporated, well, what do you do? Well, apparently you decide to take YouTube seriously for once. Enter Bimot. Part 2. The birth of Bimot. There's no official statement linking Bimot to Bimo. The creators haven't announced anything. But come on. The channel's called @Bimot TV 2025. It features the same bloody character, just rendered in 3D instead of 2D. If it walks like a rebrand and quacks like a rebrand, I'm gonna call it a bloody rebrand. And you know what? The strategy, well, it actually makes some kind of weird sense. Bimot feels like an attempt to shed the chaos of the original channel and build something legitimate. A new channel offers a clean slate, fresh recommendation profile, new upload history, a chance for YouTube to test the content without dragging along all the baggage from the original. Throwing Bimo away would mean starting from absolute zero. So they kept him, changed everything around him, and presumably hoped this time they could build an actual sustainable audience instead of just farming controversy. It's also noticeable that Bimot barely talks anymore. Bimot is either mute or he just sort of murmurs most of the time, Mr. Bean style. Given how annoying Bimo's original voice was, I think that Bimot not saying any words ever has to be considered a good thing.
Oh, hello. Look at my hands and my face. It's all the ball's fault. You was so dirty.
Their switch to 3D also makes sense. It's telling fans that the glitchy animation nightmare of Bimo is a thing of the past, that Bimot with a T, is a smoother and glossier viewing experience. Whether the content's actually better or not, it looks more professional, and in branding psychology, that matters. It's a way of saying, we're trying to make real content now. But here's where the story gets properly depressing. It simply hasn't worked. Bimot currently sits at barely over 300 subscribers, with over 40 videos uploaded. Bimot started well, with a short that offers nothing in terms of substance or interest, somehow managing to hit the 50,000 view mark. Bimot's first long-form video, released 2 weeks ago, wasn't a complete disaster, pulling in over 4,000 views, which is hardly terrible for a very first effort. However, if you fast forward to today, and, well, people are already sick of Bimot. Their latest short, Bimot and Friends Feel Something, lol at that title by the way, sits at a pathetic and humiliating 43 views. Bimot's long-form content is also dead in the water, pulling in a miserable 15 views each day. Why has Bimot already fallen off so freaking hard? Is Bimot even an official part of the Bimo-verse? Part 3. Is Bimot a real second channel or not? This is where the ambiguity becomes its own kind of problem, because without an official link, there's no way to convert official Bimo fans, assuming any still exists, over to the new channel. That means that I can't say with full certainty that Bimot is made by the same people who made Bimo. The AI-generated channel descriptions suggest that they are made by the same individual or team, but that's still not proof, and honestly, there simply is no conclusive proof. I do believe it's made by the same people though, and I also believe that Bimot is simply trying to have it both ways. It's almost like Bimot is aimed at 0 to 2-year-olds, given the heavy music use and lack of speech or any kind of plot whatsoever. It's Bimo for babies, whilst maintaining the brand recognition by using a yellow character and an uber-similar name. But it ends up succeeding in none of these things. The people who hated Bimo have stopped caring enough to even notice Bimot. And the people who might have tolerated Bimo, they don't even know that Bimot exists. The rebrand was designed to escape the chaos and build something real, but it's launched into complete obscurity instead. To be honest with you though, maybe that silence is intentional. Maybe the creators want to intentionally avoid linking the two channels. Because the second they do, the old drama comes flooding back. The must-be stopped videos, the AI swap discourse, the Reddit threads. All of it would transfer over instantly. By not making the link official, the hate for Bimo may not necessarily transfer over to Bimot. And let's not forget, this isn't Bimo's first failed comeback. They tried this once before, on the original channel itself. Halloween 2025. Bimo shed his 2D skin and emerged as Bimo 2.0. Some fans loved it, others were furious, saying things like, "We'll never forget you, Bimo," as if the character had died. The video still showed obvious AI mistakes. Bedrooms changing entirely between frames, and despite everything, Bimo kept denying it was AI generated, even as the evidence piled up like a very depressing game of Jenga. So, Bimo 2.0 on the original channel was a disaster, and now Bimot, the second attempt at a second chance, has managed to scrape together just over 300 subscribers. The question isn't whether Bimot will succeed anymore. The numbers, well, they've answered that. The question is whether Bimot ever even had a shot at succeeding, given the baggage surrounding Bimo. I don't think either the Bimo or Bimot creators will like my answer necessarily here. Bimot, I'm going to be brutally honest here. You can't build a legitimate audience on the ashes of a rage-bait empire. You just can't. And once the anger fades, all that's left is silence. And that, Snipe Army, is the failed comeback of Bimot. So, what do you reckon? Did Bimot ever have a chance, or was this doomed from the start? And more importantly, who are those Bimot subscribers, and what do they know that we don't? Let me know your thoughts about Bimot in that comment section below. Thank you for watching. I'm Snipe Snap. Snipe, snap, out.